Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is day 27 of the Leetcode Day Challenge. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about today's problem. And apparently we have a easy problem, so we'll do an extra problem afterwards. 1608, special array with x elements greater than or equal to x. Given an array nums of non-negative integers, nums is considered special if there exists a number x such that there are exactly x numbers in nums that are greater than or equal to x. Notice that x does not have to be an element in nums. Return x if array is special, otherwise return -1. It could be proven that if nums is special, the value for x is unique. Alright, hope everyone's having a good week. I just came back from running 9 miles in 80 degrees weather. What is 80 degree? Oh, the other way around. Whoops. 26 degrees, 27 degrees. So I was dying today, but my Rangers won, so I'm very happy in overtime, even though yeah, a win is a win, so that's good. Let's see, so you give me let me reread this poem. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. Here in New York is Memorial Weekend and everything is doing a-okay, and I am yeah, and it's kind of nice. It's just chilling, or sweating, if you will. Okay, now if there exists a number x such that there are exactly x numbers in nums greater than or equal to x. Oh, okay. So this is like what's it called? Like the h it's not h factor, but it's like a h index or something like this, right? So you have like I don't know. I mean, well, something like this, but okay. I mean, I think, let's see, n is equal to 100, right? So it's a little bit awkward, because you can do a lot of easy things for this one for sure. I think the way that, the way that I would always try to do is create structure about it so that this is a little bit easier. And because once you sort it, then you know how many numbers, you could do a scan, right? And of course, each number is up to 1,000 anyway, so you could actually brute force 1,000 if you really like. But you know. And this is an easy problem, so during a contest, I probably wouldn't worry that much about it. Just do whatever it takes to get it done as soon as possible. But of course, we have a little bit more time right now, so we can think about it. Okay, we sort. Then now we can say, okay, if the number is 1, then what does that mean, right? That means that there's only well, I guess we have to start with 0. Can this have negative numbers? This cannot, yeah, this cannot have negative numbers, so I don't think the value can just be 0, right? Because there should be 0 numbers that great, so it cannot be 0, but can we do 1? What does 1 number mean? That means that there's 1 number greater than 1. Yeah, and the way that we can check that is by I guess 1, right? So while true, maybe. So 1 number is greater than 1. There are 2 ideas that you can play around with. One is just you know, either binary search. I mean, technically, I mean, you can binary search for every number, but you can also do a sweep line, right, to count. Another way to think about it is that, okay, if 1 number is x or greater, then we can just check for 2 numbers in the back, right? Because then now, if we check those 2 numbers, then because if there are 2 numbers greater than 1, then that's all we need, right? So then you can kind of do sweep line that way. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to try to do, though. It's very easy to make mistakes, so we'll see how this goes, right? So nums of n minus I minus 1, so this number, so if this number is greater than or equal to 1, or equal to I, whoops. I have to kind of double check what I want, or whether I have to do off by 1, right? So okay, so if I is 1, then this is going to be n minus 2, which is the second to the last number, and that means that there's 1 number, right? So okay, so I think this is right. So if this is true, then we can increment by 1 and then continue. right? And of course we have to check that this is I is less than n or something like this, maybe even I plus 1, I think, in the way that this is constructed, because if I is equal to I minus 1, maybe that's fine actually. And then else, I mean, I wrote this in a weird way, so maybe I should rewrite this. But otherwise, this is just return I, right? Because now we are good. And then otherwise, return -1. Let's do it real quick, just to kind of spin it, and then we'll rewrite it if necessary. This is clearly really wrong. But why? Okay, we check 1 for this one, right? We check that this number is 1 or greater, and because it is not, I have to do I think what I'm doing is insufficient, and I'm making a easy problem like harder than it is, but that's fine. I'm playing around with different ideas, so that maybe in the future if I see a similar problem I can play around with it. Okay, so this is saying, okay, this is a 1, so no, why would I return this? Oh, so if this is smaller, then we have to check that this is if num sub n minus I is greater than or equal to I, then we can return it, right? Okay, maybe that makes sense. But then now it doesn't terminate. What is the case that doesn't terminate? I guess only this case, right? So so reverse this and this, then we return I, otherwise we just increment by 1, and this can be a for loop really, but nonetheless. Okay, are we a little bit better? I guess so. We didn't get this one right though. Why is 2 right? Oh, 2 is right because now this out of loops, right? So we have to check I where I is the length of the array. And the length of the array, because this will never happen because this is already out of bounds. And then now we go if num sub 0 is greater than or equal to I, then we can return I, which is n. Okay, I don't know if this is right. This is a little bit sketch to be honest, but yay! I mean, yeah, I mean this is a very weird solution for sure. But this is n log n. This is O of n, and we're Gucci. But I'm curious how they did last time. I mean, I think last time this is during a contest, and even then I just got brute force on 0 to 1,000, so I think that's a little bit easier. But yeah, I mean, I think this requires a lot of dot, but well, not a lot of dot, but like more dot than the other problem. But it is good practice to play around with it. Yeah, that's all I have for today. That's why, or this problem. I'll do another one after this, so stay tuned for that video. Yeah, thanks for watching. Stay good, stay healthy to good mental health. Have a good rest of the Memorial weekend if you're celebrating. I don't know if celebrating, observing. Maybe that's a better word. Yeah, I'll see y'all later and take care. Bye bye.